Alright, welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is One and I'm your spiritual advisor. Thank you all for coming back, all my beautiful messengers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you're new here, go ahead and join the collective and subscribe now. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That information is in the description box of each video. If you'd like to support my channel, you can do that by Cash App or PayPal. And that information is also in the description box of each video. Thank you all for being here. It is the Lunar Eclipse in Gemini. I don't know where you are in the world, but if you had a moment to stop and stare at the magnificence of just God's creation, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful thing to behold. I just feel reverence, divine protection, putting those things that don't serve me underneath my feet. So I'm just feeling very thankful. And then also I'm a Gemini too, so something about it. If you go on my Instagram, One Message in a Bottle Tarot, I posted a photo there, or I will. But yeah, it's a sight to behold, and I'm just so thankful, and I hope you are too. Doing all of your rituals and banishing those things that no longer serve you, and drawing in that positive energy. We're going to see what the angels and ancestors would like us to know, anything we need to be aware of, anything we need to look out for. I'm using a new deck here, the Oracle. So, dear God, holy angels, Holy Spirit, divine ancestors, what messages do you have for my messengers, my beautiful collective? Communicate with us under this Gemini full moon energy. We are here to hear you. We're seeking guidance. We're seeking direction. We're seeking peace. Oh, I just said pull. All right. So we have the Journey card. Daughters of our mothers, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you hone. Yes. If you've been feeling like you are on a divine pathway, if you've been feeling the earth shift around you, if you've been feeling things fall away, hopefully you haven't been trying to hold on to that which the universe is trying to release from your life. This is the energy of endings and cycles closing. You really have to strip yourself, bare of those things that comfort you but keep you stuck. This is an energy where you will just have to move forward, not having the whole path laid out before you, but trusting that you will be divinely guided so that you get to where you need to go. This is seeing the trees from the forest. There may be darkness around you, but the path will be illuminated by the divine. Embrace this journey. Don't fight it. If you've been called to change, if you've been getting those messages and downloads and having those vivid dreams, have been very vivid lately, telling you to strip this or that away, embrace it. Embrace your journey. Embrace this transition. Because this is a time of transformation. This is a time of change. You are on a divine path. You're being called to come out of and come from among them. That's what I'm hearing. This is ascension. Yeah. Transformation here. Some things are shaking up in your life around you. You may be changing your ideals and perspectives around your career, maybe some friends, right? This is a different kind of mountain. This is a tearing down. So it's like 1,000 storms held in hands soft against the winds. There is change arising from deep within. Yeah. There's going to be a shakeup. Your world is going to be shaking up. I get the picture of like the bird in the nest, and then the mom kind of pushes them out so it teaches them how to fly. It's that knowing that it's time is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you have been hearing the call, that you're being guided to listen to your intuition, listen to God, listen to your ancestors, your gut. With the tug of the gut, feel them romance very breath. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your every breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Yes. You know deep down that it's time for you to ascend from your lower vibrational tendencies, is what I'm hearing. You've been hearing the voices, you've been getting the call. You're not going crazy. You're being transformed. You are changing. Yeah, we have the veil here. You're getting communication from the divine. This is giving me that this is the bride of Christ energy. Are you listening? Are you heeding that call? You see, she's showing up present for that call. Says it is quite possible your eyes have become a fog in which you dwell, a half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be, that the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the skies inward. You're being called to see beyond how the skin you've been operating in that isn't authentically yours. I feel you have been given intimate communications from the divine, from God, to truly embrace who you were called to be. And this is not the path that you chose for yourself. This is a divine path. You are the bride, you are the groom of the divine. Yes. You're being called to worship. I just keep hearing reverence, reverence, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for the guidance, give thanks for the protection. Give thanks for being saved, your life being saved. Give thanks for the provision being provided for. Say thank you. Get to your altar and worship. Open yourself up to hear, to really hear. Open yourself up to the path. Yeah, your ancestors. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. They're here. They're protecting you. See how she's asleep down there at the bottom, and there's that knife. You may have some things that have been troubling you, worrying you, causing you some sleepless nights. I know I have. But the divine wants you to know that you're God. Your angels, they encamp all around you. They protect you from the seen and the unseen. You can rest. If you have foes or enemies where they didn't know before, they will understand that you are a child of the Most High, of the Divine. You're going to transform right before the eyes of people that always saw you one way, visioned you one way. People that spoke ill, people that spoke failure over you. This transformation, this big reveal is going to be stunning. Your voice is going to be heard all over the world. You will speak with the knowledge of your ancestors, the wisdom of your ancestors. Your voice will be a guide to others, calling them to their transformation, leading them to the road so they can walk their divine journey. And you will be protected on all sides along the way. You're being asked to answer that call, to answer the call. You hear them. You feel it in your spirit. You feel it in your bones. You can't sleep. And even if you do eat, there's still there's that feeling in the pit of your stomach where you know something's coming. You know what's happening. You know change. You know transformation is happening. And maybe you're wondering how the axe is going to fall, but your ancestors say, rest, be still, and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that you are protected. We've seen your faithfulness. We honor your faithfulness. Your prayers, we hear your prayers, your petitions, your intentions. We see you doing the work to keep your heart pure, to keep your intentions pure. We see you going back and rectifying and asking for forgiveness and doing the work. We see you showing up. We see you answering the call, being that one person or that second person generation legacy within your family to answer the call, to be that healer. Yeah. I keep seeing the Bible where it's like the bride and the husband is coming. Clarifying this journey card here. You're on a divine path. This could also mean union for those in a twin flame, on the twin flame journey. But most importantly, with this energy, it's the spirit telling you that it is time, proposing to you to join me in matrimony. Together, you are unconditionally loved. You are unconditionally provided for, protected. You are the bride of Christ, of divine, and whoever you are the bride. You're not crazy. I just keep hearing that. I feel like somebody, is experiencing maybe some spiritual things for the first time. Or maybe it's just really loud right now and all the synchronicities and everything happening around you. You're like, what's going on? You're being called. Light your lamp so you can walk down this pathway, this new journey that you're being guided to go on and embrace. It's on this transformation here. Yeah. I have the family room. This is another 3 here. Right? One thing about this family. Oh, this is so biblical, this energy. My gosh. If you don't believe in the Bible, that's all right. I do. Take what resonates, okay? But listen, with this transformation in this family room, one thing that I noticed that this family room is empty. Ain't nobody in it. It's empty. And immediately when I saw this, I thought about who was called to leave his family. Like, was it Abraham? Somebody was called to leave everything behind so you can go on this journey. Yeah. Because she's naked. He's bare. She's stripped bare. of everything that you know, everything that you've known, everything that that is you. You're being asked to walk away from it. Strip down to the bare minimum. Nothing. Bring nothing with you, right? Think about every time somebody wanted to roll with Jesus, he said, leave everything behind. That's what you're being told. That's probably some uncomfortable energy for you, right? But you know what I always hear in church? They be like, oh, you know it's God because God's talking some crazy stuff. You're being asked to do some crazy stuff. You know, maybe walk away from some money or some offers or, you know, just whatever it is, you know what that thing is. You know what you're second guessing and you're asking your ancestors and you're praying. You're like, thanks, I hear you right. Is this you? You know what that is. But yeah, that family room is empty. You're being told to leave that behind. What you think is family. What you think is home. I have a new home for you. You're being called to the divine, called to your husband. You are the bride. You are the groom. This is the type of transformation that the only thing you need to hear is the divine. You have to walk alone for this transformation. And I feel like you're being asked, are you going to answer the call? Maybe you're asking yourself, am I going to answer the call? I can feel it in my bone. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in the pit of my stomach. I can't sleep. I can't escape it. I know I'm being called higher, to something deeper, to something more transparent, something more authentic, something bold. Somebody's scared. Somebody's scared. This is bigger and more braver than you probably have ever had to be. And that's within the confines of the earthly things. You may be afraid, but you're definitely being called to answer. Yeah. You're being told to put on your big girl, big boy pants. Be mature about it. When you were a child, you did childish things. It's time to come up out of that. You've been hearing the call. This is clarifying the voices. Yes. I'm telling you to come up out of that foolish behavior. This is not your lineage. This is not your heritage. The way you're behaving is not of your people. I feel like somebody's hearing the call of their people. Like the screams are so loud. And maybe you're trying to fight and you're trying to hold on to these old narratives. But the voices only get louder. Intermission. And we're back. I'm not going to lie, guys. There's been so much pushback on getting this reading out from the live not wanting to connect and this and that. And we're going to push through it because the more pushback we get, then we know that the message definitely needs to be heard, right? Your prayers are being honored. Your petitions are being honored. All those times that you interceded, not only for yourself, but for your family, those prayers of intercession, your faithfulness is being honored. What is the part here? Your faithfulness to God, your devotion, the sacredness, your worship, all that is being honored right now. You have divine trying to give you a gift, right? You may be hearing voices, but you're not crazy. You are being called to the divine path. And Spirit is saying, because you had such dedication, held such reverence, humility. You were faithful. I'm going to reward you. I'm going to give you the gift of transformation. And during that transformation, because you know when you transform, when you think about either a butterfly or a tadpole or something like that, there are vulnerable stages, right? Vulnerable here. There are going to be times when you're vulnerable, right? Naked, right? I just heard that scripture, sheep amongst wolves, right? But the divine is telling you that you have the gift of the protection of your ancestors and the Holy Spirit and the warring angels, even in your most vulnerable states. As you go through this transformation, again, protected from the seen and unseen, you're being rewarded, and you'll be rewarded for walking this journey. Also, for those of you that don't have an altar, this is an actual calling to build an altar, a sacred space in your home where you can pray, where you can give thanks, where you can give dedication, right? So if you don't have it, that's a call to get busy, right? Because that's where you'll receive your messages. That's where you get your downloads from the Holy Spirit. That's where you'll get your guidance. Yes. The lovers here. Again, looking at twin flame partnerships. Look at the altar and the journey and the voices and all that. Some are being called to their lovers, to their brides, and the brides are beckoning their husbands, or vice versa, however you want to let it resonate. All right, let's just flow, okay? You're being called to bond, to join, to imprint is what I'm hearing. A lot of sixes on this board, a lot of threes on this board. Some eights on this board here. Your ancestors in the divine are saying, fall in love with me again. You've had people reaching out to you, people from beyond, maybe people that have passed on. Your devotionals, you're being asked to fall in love with me again. Because you love me and you showed me dedication, I'm sending that love right back to you. I'm bringing you to my bosom is what I'm hearing. You're being given the gift of divine love. Yeah, and the ancestors said, don't worry about them demons. Ancestors say, we watching them. We got them. The ancestors said, peace be still. Peace be still. Every hand that rises up against you will be cut off. Every tongue that rises up against you will fail. Every plot will fail. So your ancestors say, don't worry about them. We got them. You just focus on the journey. You focus on what I'm calling you to do, and I'll worry about those other things. We're protecting. You don't have to sit and be scared and be afraid, waiting for the axe to fall, because we are the hand that wields the axe. You don't got to pay them people back. We're warring on your behalf. The warring angels, Archangel Michael. You're divinely protected. You are the bride of Christ. You are the husband, the groom of Christ. The child of the Most High, and the world will know. They will know. And if you aren't quite there yet, then know that it's your time. It's your time to do the right thing, the sacred thing, the honorable thing. On this journey, you will be able to face yourself, is what I'm hearing. You'll be able to look yourself in the mirror. Have a sense of honor about yourself. Because now you know that you're not working for yourself, you're not operating for yourself, but you're operating for the divine. Understand nothing and no one is going to steal your harvest. You can rest, you can have peace. You just come, is what I'm hearing. And it reminds me, and again, I'm getting so much of this church energy. Or it doesn't matter what you practice, but when the elder says, "Would you come? Would you come?" That's what you're being asked. Would you come? The divine. Would you join me? Would you give me your holy hand, your sacred hand? Yeah. All the seeds you've harvested are coming to fruition. Your dedication is going to be honored. It will be honored. Don't be afraid to bare your soul. Don't be afraid to fall in love with spirituality. You're protected. It's safe. Yeah. You're being watched over here on this journey. You have a guide, a sacred guide. So there's no need for you to worry. Again, you may be surrounded by darkness, but the path will be illuminated to you. And again, if you're in a twin flame journey, your lover is watching over you, sending you that energy of protection, provision, high honor. You're of high esteem in their eyes. And maybe they're finally being brave. Well, there's no maybe about it. This is definitely headed to you. They're making that decision to make their way to you, to walk on this journey, knowing that they have to walk alone, knowing that they have to leave those things that create blockages within the relationship. I definitely feel like within a divine partnership, someone has been an example for their partner. And because they've been an example for their partner to watch here, that it's helped their own partner begin their own journey. Because they watched you, they saw your dedication. They saw the fruits of spirit in your life. And I just heard someone say, and it all made sense. Everything made sense. Yeah. But look at that with this 5 of diamonds here. Clarifying that family room card with the empty family room. You're going to be called to turn your back on some people, some places, and some things. This is a journey you got to go alone. Just your guides, just spirit. You're going to conquer those mountains, right? It's going to be emotional, right? It's going to be some turbulence, right? You're going to feel some things, right? Transformation is never easy. But this is, again, a road you must walk alone. Somebody wants to stop disappointing you. If we're talking about a partner. You won't be alone anymore if you felt alone. Yeah. You're being called by your guides to take this leap, to forge ahead. Things will be changing, things will be shifting, but it's okay. Because you're going to have divine guidance here. There is no cloudiness. There is no indecision. There's no gray area, black and white. That's how sharp the messages and the downloads will be that you'll be getting from the Most High about this journey. Again, walking away from childish things. You're being called higher. It's such a beautiful energy. Just don't fight it. Let the wave carry you. Knowing that no matter what happens, you are protected. Yeah. Because of your dedication, your petitions at the altar, the divine is going to give you the gift of peace. You see, you no longer have to worry about heartache. You no longer are going to have to worry about strife. All those seeds you planted for protection, they're all coming. They're all being gifted to you. You know, it's easy to show dedication, to show devotion when everything is going right. But when you show dedication and devotion when everything is falling apart and everything is going wrong, that's when God really steps up and shows out. It's like, I just wanted to know, was you here for me? Right? Were you dedicated to me for me, or only for what I could do for you? And the divine is saying, now that I see that you've been dedicated to me, I'm going to gift you with taking away those things that have been burdensome to you, taking away those things that created blockages for you. Because you are my child. This is where you're being called to. This is what you're being told. Let go. Answer the call, and I'm going to take care of those things that you're worried about, those concerns. You won't have to look over your shoulder. Devote yourself to me. Devote yourself to learning your ancestors, your heritage, your lineage, your people. What are you called to do? How are you here to change the collective, the narrative for the better, for ascension? I just heard the divine say, you worry about that, and I'll take care of them. I'll worry about them. There will be people that will be offended by your transformation because they'll be on the outside looking in. You will have to leave some people out in the cold. And those that are for you, well, that's how you'll know is what I'm hearing. Because those that are for you will want the best for you, and that means even if you're not with them. And that's how you will know moving forward on what to release and what to keep. Who's for you and who's against you? Who's fighting your ascension? You know, every time you try to level up or move forward in your life, what is giving you pushback? What is creating dissension and drama and distraction? And that's what you leave behind. That's what you turn your back on. Let's clarify this lovers and the veil. Your ancestors are saying they are all you need. Yeah, this is a choice to free yourself from burden, from oppression, from the weight of having to do it yourself, to the weight of having to figure it out yourself, maneuver yourself. I'm hearing somebody say, all you had to do was call, all you had to do was ask me. That's what God is saying. That's what your ancestors are saying. I've always been here. I've just been waiting for the commitment. I've just been waiting for the dedication. I've been waiting to answer the call. I don't want to see you suffering. I don't want to see my seeds begging for bread. I've just been waiting for you to call my name, to call out to me, to align yourself with me. I'm giving you an out, a pathway from all your troubles, from everything that haunts you. I just heard I'm going to deliver you from all that ails you. Have peace in the quiet knowing. And this is clarifying the ancestors and the thief. All is seen, all is accounted for. All will be addressed, all will be taken care of. You just focus on your path. You see the confidence and the stillness. Have confidence and stillness in knowing how divinely protected you are on this path. And everything about you and every corner and aspect of your life. Again, you are the bride, you are the groom. You're being called to pull up a chair, is what I'm hearing. Pull up a chair so that you may see, so that you may hear the call. And I don't know anything that could be more beautiful than that. I hope you're brave. I hope you go for it. And if you've been wondering, we'll take this video as a direct sign that, yeah, a confirmation that it's time. It's time for you to go on your journey. It's time for you to do your part to change the world in a positive way, in your own way, in your own divine right. Welcome, messenger. I love you with the highest love, one.
You say I'm gonna make it. Fuck what you say, I'm gonna take it. If it's haters around, I'm gonna shake them. If that bitch wanna clown, I'm gonna bake her. If it's money around, I'm gonna cake it. Backstabbing niggas talk around town, they call fakers. All the bitches that I hang around be money makers, heartbreakers, get dough by the pound. I love to laugh, limelight, take a picture of me. I'm at the club every night, getting lit, my homie. Blowing dro, popping mo, beat the shit, my homie. Red carpet, head to toe, you know the niggas on me. I see you watching, I ain't stopping, killer for the critics. Yeah, I done did it, we done did it, niggas deal with it. It ain't no shame, cause that's the name, player play the game. I force ahead to stack my bread and count my blessings, man. My blessings, man, so fuck what you say, I'm gon' make it. Fuck what you say, I'm gon' take it. Fuck what you say, I'm gon' make it. And I'ma take it, you niggas gon' hate it. Fuck what